Recently, the internet has been ablaze with rumors that two tech titans, Twitter boss Elon Musk and Meta's CEO Mark Zuckerberg, are going to fight each other in the octagon. At first, everyone thought it was just a hoax and nothing like that will actually be happening anytime soon. But there's more to it than that, and we're probably going to see this match sometime soon. Is there any truth to these rumors? What does Dana White have to say? Stay tuned and find out. The two tech moguls set the online world on fire by responding to each other's cage match challenge. According to reports by TMZ, Zuckerberg's representatives passed a message on to UFC President Dana White. The man who's organizing the fight and his team are in touch with the politician. Musk even made things more interesting by posting a tweet saying there is some chance that this fight could happen at the most legendary battleground on Earth, Rome's Colosseum. Just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, this happened. Mark Zuckerberg was seriously approached by the Italian government about fighting Musk at the historic site. Sources told the outlet both Mark and Tesla boss Elon would love to fight at the Colosseum. After all, who wouldn't? It is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and if the government is on board, all the better. The original plan had been for the match to be staged in Las Vegas, which would also mean that the Nevada Athletic Commission would have to sign off on it, but rules might not apply this time due to it being an exhibition fight. As for talks that the fight could be held at the Colosseum, let's not forget that Rome's historic site hasn't hosted big events in it for centuries, and if the fight does happen there, only a few hundred people would be accommodated in temporary seating. It might even happen right outside the Colosseum, as some events have been previously held there too. In 2003, Sir Paul McCartney performed there for 400 people who had paid up to $1,500 a ticket. All the proceeds were for charity, but all other concerts have been held outside. It's unclear whether Elon and Mark would do battle inside or outside. The tech leaders have agreed that there should be a charity component. After all, it's not like any of the billionaires need any more money. Mr. White and a person familiar with the talks said, with details still being worked out. The preferred location is Las Vegas, which requires approval from the Nevada Athletic Commission. Now, the largest obstacle in the potential fight is the difference in height and weight between the two businessmen. 39-year-old Mark's height is a modest 5'7" and his weight is 145 pounds, and Elon Musk, 52, is much taller at 6'2" and weighs in at 230 pounds. As far as training is concerned, the two men do have some prior experience. Zuckerberg happens to be an amateur mixed martial arts fighter and has also been trained in jiu-jitsu. 51-year-old Mr. Musk, meanwhile, is a self-proclaimed trainer and a street fighter. It seems that Elon is beyond pumped up and ready for this match. He usually says he never works out, but that's changed. Canadian wrestler and UFC fighter Georges St. Pierre said in a tweet a couple of days ago that he had a great training session with Musk. Podcaster Lex Friedman and martial artist John Danaher St. Pierre uploaded a snap of what seemed to be the men in workout gear, but did not specify when and where the session happened. Really fun. The obvious conclusion is that I need a lot more training, is what Musk tweeted about the training session. Enlisting professional instructors like St. Pierre and Danaher is a big deal for Musk. Seems like he's all in. The Tesla founder also joked on several occasions about his own chances in the ring. He wrote on Twitter on June 21st that he has a move which will guarantee his success. It's called the Walrus, and it just involves Musk flopping onto his opponent and, yep, that's pretty much it and nothing else. All this martial arts training on Musk's part will definitely be useful, given that Zuckerberg has previously won medals for participating in jiu-jitsu matches. We wouldn't take such an opponent lightly either. Dana White said that the match would be a main event on a card and it would include other matches, and it could probably rake in 3 times the reported $600 million total revenue that the 2017 fight between Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather did. PPV would likely cost $100 to watch, White said. While he may seem pumped and excited for this match, many have been skeptical, claiming that the whole thing sounds too gimmicky and bizarre to actually happen. Why? Well, just a little while ago, White didn't seem too keen on the sensationalized fights, which is why he was pretty dismissive of the possibility of a boxing match between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou, saying, "That's one of the big problems with boxing right now. It's all about these gimmicky type fights. That's just not what I do here. That's just not what I do. I put on fights with the best fighters in the world." But in an interview with TMZ, White officially said that he's on board with this match. Of course he is. He's probably seeing dollar signs flashing everywhere.
I'm taking it. Listen, if these guys are serious, I make fights that people want to see. That's what I do for a living. So if they really want to do it and they're serious and we can figure it out and figure out a way to pull this off, I would absolutely positively do this.
And people really want to see this fight. There have been several stimulations on Twitter in which AI-generated and morphed videos shows us what it'll look like if both of them do end up fighting. So what do we make of this fight now? One thing's for sure, Musk and Zuckerberg aren't like the best fighters in the world, and to most people this is an obvious gimmick fight, but it would be one of the most profitable ones in history. What do people around our two fighters think of all of this? Mr. Zuckerberg's friends and advisors have generally supported the match. Two people close to him have said, though others said that a fight would be a distraction and not the best use of his time. One person close to Mr. Musk said that while he hated sports and didn't appear to have the discipline to train regularly, no one could rule anything out with him. Musk's father had some interesting comments about the fight. Elon Musk doesn't approve of the potential fight between his son and Zuckerberg. He even went so far as to brand the fight as a no-win situation for his son. The 77-year-old stated that it's a lose-lose situation. He explained his viewpoint, saying that if Elon wins, people will label him as a bully because of his bigger size and stature. And if he doesn't win, the embarrassment will be absolutely brutal for him. He also pointed out the influence of previous youthful behavior on the current situation, saying that both Musk and his opponent were behaving like, well, high schoolers. Mr. Zuckerberg's friends and advisors are generally behind him for the match, or that's what two people close to him said, though others said that a fight would be a waste of time and he'd be better off doing something else with this energy. One person close to Elon said that even though the 52-year-old hates sports and doesn't seem to have the consistency to train regularly, no one can ever underestimate him when he decides to do something. If the matchup between these two actually happens, it would be a rare sight, even in the tech universe. We all saw how Steve Jobs and Bill Gates used to take hits at each other. That was fun while it lasted, and the closest the tech world has ever before this come to a real sporting feud was among billionaire yachtsmen like Hasso Plattner of SAP and Larry Ellison of Oracle. As per reports by Oddschecker, Sportsbooks believes that Mark Zuckerberg will likely be the winner of this bout. They give him 83% chance of victory. Seems that many betting operators agree with them, seeing how they've listed Zuckerberg as a -500 favorite, and unfortunately for Musk, he's a +300 underdog. As far as the cage fight is concerned, if it happens at all, the news has spread like wildfire on social media and led to various speculations about the outcome. For now, it seems that most people feel the odds are in Zuckerberg's favor because he's younger and has more experience in fighting. Let's not forget that Zuckerberg is 12 years younger and has shown an impressive level of physical fitness and has been training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. On the other hand, Musk has dabbled in Taekwondo, Karate, Judo and Jiu-Jitsu, according to Avello. Now, with the recent release of Instagram Threads by Meta, the anticipation has only increased and would definitely make things even more interesting. Zuckerberg didn't shy away from tweeting about it, which marked his comeback to the platform after a decade. He posted the popular Spider-Man meme, the one where the two Spider-Mans are pointing at each other, referencing himself and Musk, Threads and Twitter. Threads recently launched in 100 countries and has already racked up 10 million users. The new platform has a lot in common with Twitter, most notably its key features such as letting users make text-based updates of up to 500 characters along with photos and videos. Come on, it's a clear attempt at one-upping his long-term rival, and now the question on everyone's mind is, could Threads actually pose a real threat to Twitter? Only time will tell. Who do you think would win between these two? Let us know in the comments. And before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.